Hey internet people, we're here to do a review on the Scalvini pipes for a 2006 RM250. Stay tuned.
Well, first things first, better show everybody the bike. Had probably 250 hours in this restoration, give or take. Now the reason we're all here, these Italian pieces of work. And really the overall quality is pretty good. I've had one other cone pipe before that was American made by LED Performance. It was for a 250R four-wheeler. And it was better quality than this, but this is still pretty nice. A few little complaints to begin with. Maybe not even complaints, just stating facts. They MIG weld on all the brackets. Everything is MIG welded on the brackets. And obviously, the pipe itself is oxyacetylene welded like any other cone pipe would be, should be. They did the braze work, which seems to be pretty common for the flanges and the logo, emblem, whatever you want to call it. Fitment was actually pretty good. It slid right on, slid right into the jug. Don't mind my exhaust springs. Also, it doesn't come with exhaust springs, and these are not the permanent springs. These are just some I had laying around. Mounts lined up here to the mid mount, fine. Mounts lined up here, fine. Nice pipes. Maybe a little on the steep side, but if that's what you're looking for, that's pretty much your only option without having something custom built. So, the biggest gripe. No muffler bracket. It came with no way to mount the silencer. And go to get it all on the bike and realize there's no bracket to mount the silencer. Got a hold of Motorsport. They said it doesn't come with one. Go fuck yourself, basically. Figure it out. Pretty much what we got. Also, there was a 2-month lead time on the header. I believe the silencer was in stock. It came right in. So we waited 2 months for the header to come in. Another big thing with the silencer that pissed me off. They did not make this out of stainless. Any other silencer that you will get a hold of, all this steel will be stainless, so it won't rust. All this is mild steel. It all was rusted. I had to clean it all up. I actually clear Cerakoted the header and the silencer up to here, just the steel, so that it wouldn't rust, and it lasts a while. I'll show you the type of Cerakote that I use. It's just an air cure, so you don't have to have an oven or anything. You just spray it on, clean it down, wipe it down with the Ace of Base sauce, clean her up good, and spray it on. It takes, I think, 3 days to fully set up, which is fine. You do it while you're setting the build up. I think it's good to handle within a couple of hours, so I haven't put that bolt in yet because we got to do some fabrication. Here's the clear Cerakote that I use on the pipes. MC161, right from Cerakote. Comes ready to spray. Dump it in the gun. Dump it through a strainer. Don't forget your strainer. There's get some stuff in there. You don't want to spray that through your gun. And that will keep all your pretty colors from rusting up. Because I've dealt with the raw pipe life before. You get the factory fatties or whatever Pro Circuit's name is. That's what I got on my other bike. Is a Pro Circuit, but I dealt with that. Every time you wash it, you got to dry it by hand. You got to wipe it down with Scotch-Brite to get all the flash rust off of it. Big pain in the ass. So, now what I do is I clear Cerakote them. And I have 3 or 4 rides on my other bike, and it's starting to kind of fade a little bit. It's not like crystal clear like this is. Like this just looks wet. Like you just wiped it down with WD-40, which is what you do with a raw pipe. But, yeah, eventually it'll start fading, but way less work, it seems, so far. So, we'll see what it does when it really goes to shit and I have to take it all off and redo it. That could be a disaster. But we will see. So, after days of scouring the internet, maybe even weeks,
This is what I came up with, a Buds Racing. It's a replacement silencer mount. They have a short version and a long version. This is the long version. Comes with an anodized red, longer, this dealio here. The short version, I think, was a composite or a plastic. Looked kind of trashy, so I didn't buy that, but actually I wish I did buy the short one because this thing's a little on the long side. The muffler's going to hang down a little further than what I wanted it to. Basically, I had to cut it in half. Here's the other half. Because it is not big enough around for that silencer because it's a giant oval. It's almost like a 4-stroke silencer. Ha! Gay! What we're going to do is we're going to take the stainless steel that I bought off of eBay, same thickness as the clamp. I think it's 18 gauge. Get your calipers out, measure it, and order some stainless. Basically, I need an 1 1/8 extension. I'm going to get the TIG out and extend this bracket so we can mount to the muffler, and then I'm going to make a bracket that goes from this mount to get the clamp right in the center, because otherwise your only other option, you couldn't get it back here and be able to reach this bracket, or you'd have to have it all the way up here to get to this one, and I think it still would barely line up worth a shit, and it would look terrible, and you wouldn't have any support on the rear of the muffler. So, you know, you go out doing your air wheelies and snap that $300 silencer off. $200 silencer? I don't know. It's expensive is what I'm saying. Also, they did at least make this part right here. I think that's aluminum. It's either aluminum or stainless. I think it's aluminum. Either way, that's a non-corrosive metal. Why couldn't we use that down here? I don't know. Also, I don't think I've ever bought a muffler where the tailpipe was just rusty. Maybe those aren't always mild steel too. I would think maybe the baffle would be mild steel, but either way, she's rusty, but you'll have 2-stroke smoke to cover that up, so I'm not worried about that. If you want cool cone pipes, but you have no fabrication skills, don't buy it. But if you're really good with zip ties, you might be able to get away with it. And I have seen people that have run these pipes, and I have seen the actual Scalvini clamp, but I have not seen it on an RM250. I have seen plenty on RM125s, but have not. I'm assuming the muffler is probably different between a 125 and a 250. I would definitely assume that. But I have not seen the clamp on a 250. Been all over their website, all over the internet. I did not even try to contact Scalvini because I don't speak Italian. So we're just going this route. Custom fabrication. Got it. Also, if you have seen the clampulator that comes with the Scalvini silencer, well, that actually will come with it if you buy one that it comes with. It is a flat, stamped out or lasered out, probably lasered, piece of stainless or aluminum it looks like, and you have to bend it yourself around the canister. Just seems pretty cheesy to me anyway. So, either way, we're going the better route. And we would have still had to make the bracket that goes from here to here to center mount this thing. Maybe that's why they just gave up. They were just like, that's too much work. We don't have any RM250s actually laying around to figure out how to mount our silencer to. So you don't get one. Figure it out. Now, this job may not be for the faint at heart. Someone who has no TIG welding skills probably won't be able to get it done. But you spend $40 or $45 on a bracket. Sometimes you just got to cut it up. Also, I don't know if anyone at Buds actually knows how to TIG weld either. We just have a whole bunch of tacks. They don't look so good, but they will get the job done, I guess. Little burn throughs. I mean, it's better than starting from scratch. Finished clamp extended an 1 1/8. Not bad. Not bad at all. I might just go ahead and Cerakote it black.
Maybe cover up some of my vice marks that are still in it. We'll see.
So I went ahead and got some 400 grit, sanded it long ways. It didn't turn out too bad. It's got some lines in it, but good enough for a dirt bike. I went ahead and made the bracket. I didn't get any video of that. Basically, I took a piece of cardboard, made a stencil to cut out, go from that bracket to that bracket, and to capture this bolt, basically in the center of all that. Got it in the brake, made it come out to meet up with the center of the muffler so the muffler sits vertical. I also used a new OEM grommet to mount them. I don't know if they would leak or not. I just do that for just in case. It looks cooler, I guess. But here it is, complete. We'll go ahead and end the video off with how it sounds.
It's not bad. Pretty throaty. Like any other long muffler, really. There's your review. Scalvini pipes. What do you think? Worth it? Not worth it? Let me know down in the comments.